We want to do a science fiction serial. Legitimate stuff, though. So, good-looking guy, good-looking gal, a kid who gets herself into all kinds of trouble. They travel about space and time, getting into scrapes.
That's a lovely idea. The quirky character.
He's a doctor.
A doctor?
Mm-hmm.
I'm the doctor.
You should be a doctor, don't you think? Makes him an authority figure. So it kind of reassuring.
Here, madam. Here's your bloody TARDIS.
And the opening titles are like nothing you've ever seen.
Yes, you see, if you point a camera down its own monitor, it creates the most wonderful shapes, patterns.
Like mirrors, endlessly reflecting, swooping and pulsing like butterfly wings.
But so many people have been at the birth of the thing, we'd be here all day.
Hideous machine-like creatures. A lens on a flexible shaft. Acts as an eye. Exterminate. Exterminate. We want history, too. Proper history. The kids at home should learn something.
Where there is discord, may we bring harmony. Where there is error, may we bring truth.
And don't forget, when you smile, I want to see those teeth.
Coming down like an Armageddon flame. The shame, the ones who died without a name.
I wanted to tell you that I have adopted the Bureau's recommendations on population control.
Which were?
To control it.
The most ruthless woman in the universe. Tantos! Tantos!
We confirm tonight the dark underbelly of tabloid journalism and what some of those reporters will do.
The right word in the right broadcast repeated often enough can destabilize an economy, invent an enemy, change a vote.
Media baron Rupert Murdoch's papers here thrive on selling scandal. Tonight, his entire global empire rocked by a scandal of its own, one that defies all sense of human decency.
We can rewrite history. We can prevent mankind from ever developing.
And no one's going to stop it. Because you've bred a human race which doesn't bother to ask questions. Stupid little slaves believe in every lie.
Some people have a deep, abiding respect for the natural beauty that was once this country.
It's time that the world awoke to the alarm bell of pollution instead of sliding down the slippery slopes.
I want you all to know that we are fighting the fake news. It's fake, phony, fake.
Fake news.
We moved them all to Mars.
And then tax the life out of them.
We're seeing less of the old service with a smile at the checkout, with more shoppers scanning and paying for groceries themselves.
There'll still be staff around, but there'll be less of them.
The end point of capitalism. Bottom line, where human life has no value at all. We're fighting an algorithm, a spreadsheet, like every worker everywhere. We're fighting the six.
You are live on channel 44,000. Please do not swear.
You have got to be kidding.
It's the earpieces. Like Bluetooth attachments, but everyone's connected together.
So basically, Eileen, what you're telling me is that you are in love with a ghost. It's my ghost, and I love him 24/7.
Well, no one needs me anymore.
Okay, Ron. Yeah. Yes, I created a distraction. I fought Dutch down some Pokemon.
Hey, you're not the doctor.
Yes, I am, Ace. You seem to have skipped a groove in time. Where'd all these people come from? And where are we?
Just me now.
sex.
Maybe he isn't fully dead.
He soon will be.
Tell you what, you two go and pollinate. I'm going to catch up with the family. Where Michael Jackson? How many operations have you had?
708. Next week, it's 709. I'm having my blood bleached.
The future starts here. And Britain will be thin.
At 1,016 feet, the Shard in London is taller than the Eiffel Tower.
I think it's time to find a new religion. Why so insane to synthesize another strain? There's something in these futures that
You don't know whose children are going to scream and burn. How many hearts will be broken? How many lives shattered?
We are coming. We will find you. And we will free you.
The Ood were nothing without us, just animals roaming around on the ice. They welcomed it. It's not as if they put up a fight.
Idiot. They're born with their brains in their hands. Don't you see? That makes them peaceful.
What's going on? Oh my God!
What's already on our radar that we should be worried about right now? Forget about war. What else could end the world? Bacteria. I like the sound of that.
When did you last have the pleasure of smelling a flower, watching a sunset, eating a well-prepared meal?
Like sewage, smartphones, Donald Trump, some things are just inevitable.
If 20% of the teachers have guns, it may be 10%, it may be 40%. And what I'd recommend doing is the people that do carry, we give them a bonus.
Shoot them!
We're not going to shoot them!
What's wrong with you people? What is wrong with this country? Why don't you do what normal people do? Get a gun, shoot things like a civilized person.
To know that life and death on such a scale was my choice.
Tell me you don't get hustled.
Of course I do. Especially on the job. I get called a packy when I'm sorting out a domestic or terrorists on the way home from the mosque.
Police confirm multiple deaths at a mosque.
There was a 911 call. Shots had been fired.
But they don't win, those people. I can be a police officer now because people like Rosa Parks fought those battles for me. For us. And in 53 years I'll have a black president as leader. Who knows where they'll be 50 years after that? But that's proper change.
You don't know.
Here, on Christmas Day, the president has promised an instant
I'm here by the skin of my bloody teeth. First Indian director this place has ever had.
Well, last he's gay and she's an alien.
I don't know Algie quite well since I've been in town. Trust me, you're not his type. I'll distract him.
Relax, he's a 51st century guy. He's just a bit more flexible when it comes to dancing.
Jane Austen. Amazing writer, brilliant comic observer, and strictly amongst ourselves, a phenomenal kisser.
Yes, I mean, one could argue this is the bare minimum and way too long coming.
This morning, the Supreme Court recognized that the Constitution guarantees marriage equality. In doing so, they've reaffirmed that all Americans are entitled to the equal protection of the law.
Are you blind, Hannah?
Please, help me find my dad.
Cass is saying,
Thank you, but I actually don't need your help. I can speak sign. Go ahead.
No, I think he's rather sweet. Or is he a she?
Neither. She's an it. It's a hermaphrodite hexapod.
When I was a little boy down there.
He's called Joshua. It's from the Bible. It means the deliverer.
No, he isn't. What? I speak horse. She's called Susan.
Now that is
is a big step forward for transgender Americans, and it's frankly about time.
What are you in for? Pregnant.
Blimey. Yes, you are.
Experts in prosthetic legs. You get the hang of it. Just have to train it to act like your own leg. You're doing it, mate!
And at that time, my ambition was to become a director, and I was very much a threat. But in those days, women directors were very few and far between.
I gave myself a year. Get on in TV or get out.
Hey. I don't want you to be my assistant again, kid. I want you to produce it.
The BBC were going to produce a new series, and he wanted me to come along and meet Donald Wilson, who was head of serials at that time, as a possible producer, and he kind of jokingly said to me, well, you certainly won't get the job, it'll be a very good experience for you.
Produce it?
Sure. They've never had a female producer here. Sit down.
Of course I did get the job. I mean, he had engineered that I got the job, and the job was producing the first series of Doctor Who.
I saw the graphics at the same time that Ron Grainer did.
Can I help you?
I think you're in my office.
That's a rather interesting way of looking at it. So how did it feel seeing your design for the Cybermen reimagined on screen?
It was amazing, and I have to say, for the first time ever, I was frightened. They really frightened me.
You've come back to life, and this time, you're a woman.
Julie Gardner and Jane Tranter, you're both very instrumental in the comeback of the show. Why were you both so keen to bring it back?
You've got hands, Mr. Cole. You big hands. Why is that your wife's job? It's housework, isn't it? And that's a woman's job? Of course it is. Mr. Conley, what gender is
It's the only planet in the solar system named after a woman.
This is not a male thing or a female thing. It is not a Hollywood thing or a political thing. This is a human thing.
Couldn't very well keep calling myself the master. No, I couldn't.
Feminism, by definition, is the belief that men and women should have equal rights.
Do as she says. Is the future going to be all girl?
Viewers for your bug-eyed monsters. 10 million. So, what do I know about anything? Well done, kid.